So back strengthening Pilates style. This is good if you are a little bit more well endowed as a lady. I don't have that problem, but it's good to strengthen the back. So we'll do some mobility and some strengthening. So let's begin in our quadruped position. And we'll do some cat-cow. So inhale into cat. And then exhale, curl from the pelvis. And lift up the chin. So inhale. Exhale. Inhale at the top and exhale. Wiggle the hips. Hip circles. Let's get some movement. Let the movement move all the way up into the shoulders and switch the direction. Think about it. Move it around and move it down. So noticing your quadruped position here and see how it feels to turn the pelvis so your bum is bum's shining to the sky. See how that feels. So there's a real big arch in the back here, and then let's curl it out here. And then just find the middle position that feels good for you. Now pressing the hand into the floor, let's the chest just sink in between here, and just notice how the shoulders have come up behind you and the shoulder blades are touching pretty much. And then as we inhale, let's push the floor away. So we're really feeling the hearts moving up into the center of the back there and the middle, and then just release. And then just do this a few times, just warming up the shoulder blades, the scapula. And then find the middle position, it's kind of sort of neutral. And then just lifting the chin and just mobilizing the neck a little bit. Side to side. You can do some head rolls and then a few the other way. Add in some Beyonce. Mixing the head. Come down onto your elbows. And place one hand behind the head. And we're going to inhale, open. So small movement. So you're pressing the forearm into the floor. You're keeping the hips kind of level and the knees, trying to keep the even pressure in the knees into the floor. So we're just moving this rib cage. Take it open, inhale and exhale. And we're going to dive under the armpit. Inhale, exhale. Switch arms, hand behind the head. Just a little movement here. See how that feels. So we're just lifting up that wing, looking under the arm. It's usually good to use an inhale to lift. And as we exhale, let's bring the elbow through. Elbow through. Let's have a look. And exhale. Once more. All right, in your quadruped position, let's just check your balance. So we're going to slide out the left leg. And so you feel more weight pushing into the floor there. You can turn the toes if that feels better. And you're going to lift this leg and we're going to reach out the opposite arm. So we're trying to keep the core of the body still. And then just switch. So we're transferring the weight. Reaching out, thinking about length in the spine, reaching long. Head and toes lengthening out. And once more each side. All right, come into your plank position here. And slowly release all the way down. Good. Make yourself comfortable. We're going to place the hands over the hands on top of each other, elbows into the floor. And just notice what's touching the floor, like the tops of the thighs. If you can gently just notice how if you press your pubic bone into the floor, you kind of, the tailbone starts to turn. So notice that kind of grounding feeling. So the hips kind of gently grounded into the floor. And we're just going to lengthen out the right leg, point the toes and lift up. So knees should be off the floor and the tops of the thighs, and lower that down. And just walk through that. And then we'll lift up both legs, so float them up. So keep the elbows pushing into the floor, so the shoulders away from the ears. So we've got this grounded and connection into the floor. A slight sort of lifting the belly button in a little bit, so you're connecting like you're wearing a little bit of a corset just to support your spine. And then we lift up the legs, and we can do some heel beats. So squeezing to do this and just breathing. And you should feel a little bit work into your lower back. And then release. Come down and place the hands under the shoulders. Elbows tucked in. Float the head off the floor. As you inhale, reach forward, just look forward of the mat, and just notice your lower ribs are pushing into the floor, and keep those elbows close to the body and the shoulders away from the ears. And then just come down. So we're just inviting a little bit of movement on the inhale. And as you inhale, you're looking forward, hands are pushing into the floor, and you can just come up a little bit more. And just notice where you're feeling that in the back. So inhale to lift. Now stack the hands in front of one another. Place the right hand on top. Rest the head on the hand here. And just notice if you can sort of anchor your pelvis a little bit more. So a little bit more weight going into there. And as you inhale, imagine the hand is glued onto the forehead. So inhale, we're lifting. Yeah. So there's a little bit of weight through the pelvis and the lower ribs you should feel onto the floor. And exhale down. So inhale, lift and down. Lift and down. Lift and down. Switch hands. Release the back a moment and relax. Let the hips go, shake it out if you need to. So find the weight through the pelvis. Think about length in your spine. Connect the hand to the forehead, the left hand this time, and inhale to lift. And lower. Lift, inhale, exhale down. Lift. Notice the weight through the pelvis again, feeling a bit heavier. Lower ribs. Lift and lower. Head down, switch hands again. As we take an inhale, we're going to lift, and we're going to lift the elbow up. Let's have a look under the right side, what's happening. So we had a bit of rotation, and then come back down. Do that once more, that side. Inhale, anchor through the pelvis, and then let's have a look. Switch hands, and release for a moment. Take a breath. The next inhale, we're going to lift, hand attached to the forehead. And then we add a bit of rotation, have a twist. Have a look under that armpit, see what's happening. And then coming back down. Lift and release. And then twist, come back down. If you're feeling a bit tight in the back, turn the toes and push yourself up into your child pose. Ooh. And just do some movements. And then come back in. When we're lowering ourselves down, keep the elbows close to the body. Let's work those arms. Good. So let's go into our swans. So we did our prone, our baby swan. So find the hands, maybe they need to be near your chest, just below the shoulders, usually quite nice, but adjust as you need to. Just keep the elbows close to the body. I'm just going to inhale, look forward. Push the hands into the floor, and I just want you to push up, straightening the arms, and stay in this position here. Feel like you want to pull your belly in a bit more, so you're just adding some support through the front line, so you're kind of a zipping up feeling. And then notice if you're clenching your buttocks. So we're trying to support the spine, so we're not flopping into this C shape, so we're a bit more lifted, so the upper thigh should be up. Take a breath at the top. Release the elbows first and slowly peel yourself down. So you're laying the front body down back on the mat. Here we go. Beautiful. Keep the arms close to the body. Take a breath, and then on the next inhale, we're going to start rising again. So push the hands into the floor, and we're peeling the body up. and off we come. So we're using the arms to help support us here. And then zip up a little bit through the front line of your body. A little bit of support in the back line. And we come back down. On an exhale. And release, relax. Take an inhalation. And then prepare yourself again. Elbows close to the body. Hands like stars into the floor, heavy. Inhale, looking forward. Push the hands into the mat and straighten up the arms. And then we're just curling up. Oh, I think you can extend the neck if that feels good. And then exhale, and we're peeling the body back down. If it's feeling a bit tight in the lower spine, you can open the legs a little bit more. Go for your anatomy. Your body shape is good. Good. So take a break. So we're going to do goalposts. This is great for the upper spine. In between the shoulder blades and back where your bra line is, so your thoracic. So you'll be in this 90-90 with the arms, this goalpost position here. So have the head hovering off the floor, don't collapse. We're in Pilates, so there's always a little bit of a tone here. And we're going to practice this. So inhale, we're going to lift the hands and leave the elbows on the floor. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. So they've got this little bit of external rotation in the shoulder. And just go where your range allows you. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. And next we're going to take it a bit further. So as you take your inhale, we lift the hands. And we'll come up to this position. So you're like a little rugby goalpost. So your pelvis should be a bit heavy and the lower ribs are resting into the mat. And the hands should be higher than the elbows. This is quite a long time. So then we come down on an exhale, elbows first, then hands. Let's do that once more, a bit quicker. So inhale, hands, elbows, come up into your little baby extension. And always elbows first and then hands. So when you're ready, inhale, hands, elbows, baby extension. Pelvis a bit heavier and the lower ribs onto the floor. And then come down. If that's feeling good, we can take it a bit further. So inhale, hands, elbow. And as you exhale, reach forward like Superman. Oh. Elbows back, 90-90. Elbows, hands. Good. Take a minute. Take a moment there. Let's do that 3 more times. So use the breathing that works for you. So inhale to lift and exhale to reach the arms. It's quite a good one, but you can mix it up. It's fine. Just keep the rhythm in the timing with the movement of the breathing. So when we're ready, head hovering off the floor. Notice if you can add a bit more weight to your pelvis. Relax the shoulders. Inhale to lift, hands, elbows. Exhale, reach forward. Bend the elbows. Elbows down, hands down. Inhale to lift. Elbows. Exhale, reach forward. Bend. Elbows. Hands. Good. Here we go again. Inhale to lift. Elbows. Reach forward. Bend. Elbows. Down. And release. Hands behind the boobs, elbows in. Let's peel up and go into your child pose. Ooh, just release the spine a little bit. That's good. You should feel that working quite nicely. Do some wiggling. Right. And as we curl back down, elbows close to the body. Work those arms, get those bingo wings. All right, so have a rest here. And then from here, let's do some 3 sets of swimming. So this is good for your muscle endurance in your back. And then do what you can for this. It's quite intense. So with our swimming here, make sure you got your space here, the hip flexors are lengthened out. So move your legs as you need to. And you're going to place your arms in front like this. Just relax. Take a few breaths. Find a comfortable position. And we're just going to practice reaching the right arm out and lifting the left leg. So you want to keep the hips into the floor as much as possible. So the idea is to keep the trunk of your body a bit more quieter, you know, and then lay it down. So reach and lower. Reach and lower. And then reach and lower. The next time we reach out, we're going to reach out the opposite arm too. So we're both up. You should feel your pubic bone is quite heavy into the floor, and we're going to swim. So think about length. You're trying to shake someone's hand in front of you, just looking forward of the mat. Point those toes and moving the legs in opposite. Let's count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold and release. Woo! Shake that out. That's a good one. And we're going to do that once more because it's pretty nice. So arms out in front in our swimming position. Let's first float both legs up together. See how that feels? Pelvis heavy into the floor. Point those toes. Now reach forward. Breathe. Relax. Get weighted through your center point of gravity that's touching the mat. And now we're going to move. Move those arms and legs. Trying to keep the core, your trunk, as quiet as possible whilst moving your limbs through space. Thinking about length. Let's count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, and release. Take the hands under the shoulders, turn the toes, peel up. Woo. And go into a child pose. Good. Now what's a nice bit of release is some rolling like a ball. So we're going to be rolling along the back like a ball. So grab the shins or the ankles or behind here, whatever works. And we're going to roll with a curl from the pelvis first. So we're giving ourselves a little bit of a massage, which is pretty nice. So it's about connection and using the breath. So inhale to roll back and exhale to come forward. And just have fun with it. So when you're ready, inhale. To find your balance on your sit bones at the top. Doesn't matter if you go over. And do a few more. And we're starting the roll to bring the tailbone round to the belly button first. So this will initiate your roll. And just find the connection through your body. If it feels chunky, you know, there's a little bit of, spine's feeling a bit chunky. Your mind's feeling a bit chunky today. Okay, good. Super quick.